So this is first
Corinthians 2:7.
Salaki, can I start on 4 or do you want to go straight to 7? This is 1 Corinthians 2:4. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in the demonstration of the Spirit and of power.
Yeah, he tried to entice us with his Yiddish. Whatever tongue he was talking, that shit ain't gonna work. That's the language of the devil.
I left.
That ain't dealing with the holy tongue. That's the language of Satan, man.
Yeah.
No. It is Satan because Esau came with that shit. And he's a spawn of Satan.
You know this guy even said, I left. Show me E in the Hebrew. You dickhead.
It's a lot, not a left.
A lot.
You probably don't even know what it means.
Yeah. And it's funny, him saying that it was cutting him. Because the actual E is actually like a new letter.
Yeah, it's a new letter. J is a new letter.
V.
Yeah, V. There's no vowels in the Hebrew, man.
And it says that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God.
Yeah, this is a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
This whole doctrine that we got is faith-based, man.
Boom.
It's not off empirical evidence. Yes. Although you will have some archaeological evidence to prove certain things, like Noah's Ark, which you know where it landed. Yeah, and that's what we're going to break down in the edification of the brotherhood. Right. So brothers can see, oh yeah, that's true, man. Where the Ark landed in Mount Ararat and all that. That's the evidence that we need, man.
To see and understand that.
It's not like, oh, we're going to find Moses' tomb or Yahweh Shai's tomb and all that. That we're not going to find those things because that's not for us to find right now, man.
So it's based on faith.
Yeah, it's based on faith, man. The Lord and the Heavenly Father and His sons in the heavens, we can't see them right now, but they're in the heavens, man. They're in another dimension. The angels are around us right now, but they're in another dimension, man. Doesn't mean that they don't exist.
No.
It's faith, man. But these clowns out here, that Arabic nigga over there, man, he eats camel every week. He doesn't understand that, man.
It's spiritual anyway.
Yeah, spiritual discernment.
Howbeit, we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to know. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory.
And that's why the Lord said in Amos 3:7 that He revealeth His secrets unto the servants, the prophets, because it's a mystery. Oh, I gotta jump to that.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing but revealeth His secret unto His servants, the prophets.
And he ain't one of those, man. If he is a Jake, he's just a regular Joe. Like he's just a bystander, man.
He's a renegade, man.
Yeah, he's a renegade, man.
And he's faithless.
Yeah, he's a faithless.
Well, that's
he's an infidel, basically.
Well, just with what you call it, with Islam, that is not about. There's nothing spiritual about Islam at all.
Yeah.
The way how was Islam spread in the first place? Muhammad got on his horse, pulled out his scimitar, and started chopping niggas up. If you didn't become a Muslim, you're getting your ass chopped to pieces, man, and murdered, your whole family murdered. And so they said, oh, praise Allah. That's what. Until they said that, they're getting chopped the fuck up. So what's spiritual about that?
Yeah.
And even how they move now, you see, I was watching. It's funny, I was watching them Speaker's Corner videos.
Yes, the recent thing.
With them guys.
That's what they came from.
Them, clearly. Them guys are not spiritual at all. All they deal with is just mobbing, man. Man was like, so getting carnal. They just get carnal. So there's no spiritual deep spiritual depth.
That's it.
None of them ever bring out a single verse of the Quran to prove nothing. They're not, and that's how you know it has nothing to do with the Bible, man. When you come into the Bible, there are a lot of things that are spiritual. It's like what when Yahweh asked Peter, so who say you I am?
Yeah.
He said what? You're the son of the living power, man. He said, hey man, flesh
through the spirit.
Yeah, it said flesh and blood have not revealed it, but the spirit of the living power.
Oh, a man can receive nothing.
Yeah, except by the Spirit. So that's why, this is a thing where you gotta go. If you can't be spiritual and accept, that's what. Yeah, if you can't accept, yo, this is a language. Then, hey man, the Lord ain't dealing with it. Because he's got his men where it's like, hey, they'll just be like, hey, it's what it is, man. You just eat it. Certain things, like when you first come in, certain things weren't even revealed, man. Like you didn't even have certain breakdowns weren't out there. The apostles obviously would have known these things, but then certain information went out.
Held back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still held back now.
Yeah,
It's the kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, that's how the Lord deals, man. They ain't just, bro, Listen, and this is why, like,
No in part.
I can't, because it's the same Edomite approach. If you take the science approach, that shit is just, it's where it's theories and all that BS. So that's faith-based anyway. But then they're just trying to present it like it's fact.
And he's coming with that science, but the word science means knowledge.
Yeah.
But knowledge and wickedness is not wisdom, man.
Exactly. It's not.
So you can't come with that bullshit and try and tell us that's the Hebrew.
Yeah.
And you can't even explain where you got that from.
Like I said, there ain't no goddamn MP3 recording,
Finish
man.
verse 10. Jump to verse 10, and then someone get Isaiah 19 and 15, because this also said we ain't gonna know the Hebrew. Go on, read it. Yeah, but he.
This is This is
Where's his teachers at? Who's his elders, man? That nigga just picked up the. You know what I'm saying?
Creepy ass Iron Man, man.
Yeah.
He's slamming in some 7-year-old girls in the back.
Yeah, Aisha, like Muhammad.
Yeah.
He's camp. Yes, sorry. Verse 10.
verse 10, and it says, "But God have revealed them unto us by His Spirit."
What unto us? This is knowledge. It's his doctrine.
That's it.
It's his way of thinking, man.
His language.
Yeah, his language. We didn't make the language up. It's the language of old, from the past, man. From the Heavenly Father and our ancestors on down, man.
And he won't get it. He won't
He
get
ain't
it.
gonna get it.
He won't get it. No, he won't get it.
He doesn't even understand lineage and all that, man.
Oh, it's like it tells you, man, that in that day you should turn to us a pure language.
Heavy.
How's that gonna happen?
Heavy.
Zechariah,
No?
Isaiah 9.
How's that gonna happen, man? Why? Because you're gonna no, to give it to us, man. Because we don't know it. We didn't know it.
Discontinue.
That's exactly as we say earlier. We didn't know it. They have to be given to
Bro,
us.
even like who we are, bro. That was. It's like okay, you might have certain tribes on the West Coast, the new 1-2 things. You know, you might have had like the dark icons around Europe, bro. Bringing it all to it's a spirit to even put together, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when the fuck is a nigga ever in the lifetime is like gonna type in Russian icons? Never in his motherfucker. He doesn't even know what an icon is. Man think icons are brand.
I didn't even know that existed till I came in the truth.
That's true, bro. Me too.
But
I
then
put my hands up.
imagine as well.
I put my hands up.
Imagine as well. In certain movies, you might watch them and there's icons in them you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Hey, bro, and it's like, personally speaking, you know, I've personally been in the truth for a short period of time. Every time I've seen someone come with that Islam shit to the camp, they've been confounded when you bring out things that pertain to faith. Those guys in Islam, they don't have a faith. You ask them about their prophecies, they be scratching their head. And basically, anytime that they try and come and confound us, it's always going into the scriptures to confound us. So why can't you bring out your prophecy to confound us?
We're wrong. So okay, what's Islam even about?
You ask him that, he'll just scratch his throat.
It's of this world. It's of this world.
That's it.
That Islam science fiction, man.
Yeah, science fiction.
These fuckers believe that Muhammad flew on a horse with Pegasus and cut the moon in half. What kind of bullshit is that, man? So why do we have a full moon then, man? What kind of shit is that? Where's the other half then, man?
Yeah, man. And then at the same time, he was popping a 6-year-old girl, by the way.
Yeah, Aisha, man.
Stroking her.
Man had a 9-year-old wife.
Calling her fucking, stroking fucking Aisha.
Yeah, jump to verse 10, man. Finish that.
And it says, "But God revealed unto them by His Spirit, for the Spirit searcheth all things, yet the deep things of the Most High."
The spirit searching for. I didn't go search that.
On Wikipedia, bro.
You know what I mean? The spirit went and searched out those things and gave it to us, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
You know?
That's it. The Spirit.
I love this truth. I love
Have
this
more
truth.
of this.
The truth. Yeah, go on.
And it says, "For man knoweth the things, for what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit which is in him. Even so, the things of God knoweth no man, but the Spirit of God. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of God."
The Spirit which is of the Most High. So not everyone in the world is going to get this, man. It's a mystery. It's a puzzle that has to be put together, man. And not everyone's going to get the puzzle straight off the bat. You have to be taught. That idiot wasn't taught. That idiot didn't even know that we had elders, that we was taught.
Yeah.
He just come up thinking, oh, we just picked up the book and going, oh, we ain't of the world, man. This is a spiritual battle, man.
We're spiritual men.
Spiritual men, man. Isaiah 9 and 15, and I'm passing off.
I mean, in this chapter there's a lot.
No, chapter 9. Go back to it. Yeah. This is a spiritual battle, man. As I said, this ain't nothing back to be carnal with, man. No. Everything that's being revealed in the spirit, through the spirit right now, is the way it's supposed to be, man. You got that up? Is that 19? 15, 19 and 15. 14.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and 14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Every one that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it.
So verse 18.
Verse 18. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan.
So where's the land of Egypt today? That's talking about modern day America, modern day aka Babylon the Great. There's another name for that is Egypt. It goes back to the word, Hebrew word Zion, which means bondage. So let's read that again. What does that say?
In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan.
What is the language of Canaan, man? In the Greek, you translate that goes back to the Phoenician. So what was the Phoenician or the Hamites that were speaking Phoenician? They were speaking Lashon Kodash. Because when you look at the language and the symbols, it's the same symbolism as the Lashon Kodash, the Paleo Hebrew. So that's talking about the language of Canaan. It's talking about what the Hebrews were speaking, which is Lashon Kodash.
Yeah. Esau even calls it like the Phoenician alphabet.
The Phoenician alphabet,
which is Canaan.
Why? Because you had Hamites in the land of Canaan, and they were speaking that language, man. Simple as. It's not hard to understand. Well, it's hard for these arseholes to understand. The ones that are not supposed to get it. He's got that veil over him, man. That's why he's talking all this worldly shit. Talk about, the Yiddish and all this, the cough and all this. And usually that dot, like in the Paleo Hebrew, if you have to put a letter together, two letters together, you line them up. You put the line underneath. So when you pronounce it, you cut out the end part of one word and you pronounce it all together as one. That's what that dot usually represents, man, when you put 2 words together. But he doesn't even understand that. He's just an arsehole, man.
You want to dismiss it,
Yeah, he just tried to come up and debunk this truth, but you can't debunk the spirit of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can do against his word but before it, man.
Yeah.
So he just got exposed. Anyone that comes up in that worldly kind of dimension of I'm gonna debunk the Hebrew, all you're gonna do is just get exposed and you're gonna look like the dumpster, man, out here, man.
Hey, I want to say something, man, just quickly, man. I want to read this. It's 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeing who he may devour.
One just left.
And the way why I brought this out is because mostly for you younger brothers out there, okay, there's always going to be someone demanding an answer from you, man. True. Okay, but some things is in the spirit, man. You ain't going to prove them anything. Not that you can prove these clowns anything anyway, but we move with faith, man. We walk with faith.
That's it.
Okay, and we believe in the testimony that's been given and handed down to us, man. Okay, we believe in the Lashon Kodash and how it's pronounced, and we're going to carry that, man. Don't let no man confound you just because you have partial understanding of certain things.
That's true, bro.
Okay, don't let him do that to you, man. Because at the end of the day, there's only so far we can go in terms of explaining something.
Of course.
You
have to beat your head.
He ain't a spiritual man. Just know that. He ain't a spiritual man. He ain't a man of God. What does he know? Things like this, they move in the spirit. It comes in through the spirit, man.
That's it.
And if you can't get it, you can't receive it, then don't beat your head with a stick. Then just leave him, man. Because, it's not for him at the end of the day. Because the scripture says that we learn in part, therefore we teach in part, man. So we're going to teach everything in Isaiah, 1 Corinthians 13 chapter.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So we learn in part, therefore we teach in part, man. And the scripture says also in the Apocrypha, search out wisdom that's too high for you.
But with faith, it's impossible.
That's what I was going to just say.
Without faith, it's impossible to please him, man.
Without faith, it's impossible to please him.
They don't have faith.
For he that cometh to the Lord must believe that he is. That's right. Yeah. And part of that is believing that we have the truth. Because, look, man, these guys are never going to win if they're faithless. They can't win because they don't have the faith. You have the faith. So if someone can come with their so-called facts and their so-called figures, that don't mean shit. Because this is a faith-based book.
So don't let no one beat you up, trying to bully you into proving something to a guy. You don't need to, man. He ain't spiritual. If you don't want to accept your answer, man, tell him to get on, man. Okay, but Satan's been set up to do that, to try and break people's spirits, man. Don't allow that to happen.
The thing with a retard like that is like we'll come down to just like, yo, it's down to faith.
Yeah.
When we get down to the meat and bones of it, it comes down to faith. But then he'll be like, no. But then with Esau shit, he'll accept that. Oh, it's I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. So do you actually say if he says the earth spins? I'll say, nigga, have you been in a fucking stratosphere and actually seen the earth spinning? You know? But you're gonna take Esau's word for it. That's faith.
See, the thing with Esau though, and guys like that, he don't care if he's got it right. He just wants to make you wrong. He wants to make you look like a fucking idiot, man, and to affect you.
Yeah, he didn't come here to come here to gain some wisdom. He just came here just to disprove the Hebrews. And the thing is hey man, the Lord basically it says what Acts chapter 5. So beware what you do is touching these men. For it's like if this thing is of the Most High, you can't do nothing against it.
And that's what he tried it. But you can't do nothing against it. That's why he ran down the street.
Same man was busy. Go and do your thing.
And he's patient.
I'm busy
like a woman.
I'm like, well, if you've got a point to defend, stand and defend it like a man.
Defenders of the gospel. We ain't running. Bold as a lion, bold as lions, like the scriptures say. Now, just an example of what we was talking about, the Hebrew, they got that prototype Canaanite stuff. We ain't really dealing with that either. But you got the Phoenician, and if you look at the Paleo Hebrew, you can see exactly the same similar writings, man. And then today you got that bastard tongue they call Yiddish, which that's off, man. That's not how you say the Most High's name, man. In the Hebrew, you say it like that in the Paleo Yahweh, man. So these niggas, these clowns are off, man. When they come with their theoretical knowledge and all that shit that can't be proven, they always get destroyed, man. Because this word is stronger than any fucking worldly religion or worldly theories out there, man.
Well, what was you going to get? You get, I think, 2 Timothy, science is false and so called.
Yeah, false and so called, man.
1 Timothy 5.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 9. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child.
Like I said, we know in part. Read it from the top again.
Verse 9. For we know in part and we prophesy in part.
Yeah, that's it. The thing is, if there's a guy that basically he wants, you know. There's a McDonald's up the road. Yeah.
KFC, for example. Yeah.
McDonald's is up there, KFC's down there.
KFC over there?
Read it again, man.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and 9. For we know in part and we prophesy in part.
Yeah, we know in part. If the thing is, if a guy wants every meticulous matter broken down to the most finite detail, bro, where does the faith come in, man? Where does the faith come in? The thing is first of all, when you come in fresh, if you're just some arsehole walking past, you don't know a damn thing, man. You're from the world. You know, you're probably eating pork and slamming your girl on the anus, doing all kinds of off shit. So like, what the fuck? Why should we give every golden nugget of truth to you? First of all, this is a thing where it's like you grow over time, man. Eat as much honey as is sufficient. You can't come in and then just thinking, okay, deepest breakdowns, and then just riding out for the deep. Bro, that's not how this thing works, man. You slowly improve over time. You accrue wisdom, man. When you build up, as your faith builds up, your wisdom builds up as well.
It can't let your pearls before swine.
Yeah, exactly.
It says to receive the sincere milk, man, in which you grow thereby. Because that's how you grow, man. You deal with the milk scriptures, which is the foundation. And once you get that, you know, that's your build, that's your foundation, that's your strong foundation, in which no man should be able to shake. Because you're gonna be off that knowledge as well, you're gonna be having that faith, which is another stronghold, man. Which they shouldn't be able to break through those barriers, man. And then by then you're gonna grow thereby. It tells you that in the scripture.
Well, yeah. What's up, man? Oh, here we go. So what's up? So you know the people right now in the land of Israel.
Next time I walk around.
They're not the real Jews. They're basically they call them you and your family, your forefathers basically took their name upon themselves as Jews. You're not the real Jews. The true Jews is the tribe of Judah, which is the so-called Negroes. The blacks, the so-called blacks in America. Huh? Bro, okay, so what does that have to do with what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the guys over in the land, they're not the true Israelites. The true Israelites are so-called blacks in America.
Revelation 2:9. Got that one there?
Yeah.
Precept.
That's okay. Get this is out of the
Revelation.
Bible. I'm not just saying that. This is what the Bible.
That's right. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 2 and 9. I know thy works and